Okay, so I'm gonna go back to so this is the guide that Muzz set up. And I'm gonna work on trying to get this a little bit more like single page plus what's built into Exile UI. So first of all, um, I'm gonna let's just delete all these. And we're going to import the path of building. And then to have league start, we're going to have gems, but we're going to go through and we're going to edit these gems. So at level 12, so arrogance is in post. So we're going to we're 55 post swap. So we're going to skip that. Blood and Sand is in 12, so we're going to keep that. Blood Rage is in 28, so we don't need that till Act 3. Burning damage is not till post swap, so we're going to skip that. Casting damage taken, we're going to skip. Cast when stunned, we're going to skip. Chance to bleed, we will keep. Close combat, we'll keep where it's at. Combustion, skip. Controlled destruction, I think we'll do Act 6 for that one. Cruelty, we'll keep. Deadly ailments, we're going to skip. Determination, we'll do Act 6. Efficacy, do Act 6. Elemental focus, Act 6. Enduring cry, skip. Skip. Keep faster attacks, Act 6. Keep that. Skip. Basically all the cast when stunned. I'm not going to worry about. Then I'm going to pick up a lot of the stuff. Um, Act 6. I'm gonna go back through anything that says 44. I'm gonna do at Act 6 because you don't actually switch at 44. You pick up all these ones in Act 6. Shield charge. Um, Okay. So skip that one. Normal. Guess Blood Rage you can get normal. That sucks. Okay, what is the, okay. I gotta pull open Path of Building and look at this a little bit. We're in 12 hours tomorrow? Jeez, that sucks. Skills. 44 is okay, so some of them that are 44, okay. So not all the 44 ones are actually because this one I do want to move as soon as I can do it. All right, so I gotta go through again. All the ones that say Act 6, 44 controlled destruction. Yep. Determination. Yep. Efficacy. Yep. Elemental focus. Yep. I need 2 life taps. Blends. Yep. Save. Okay. So Okay. So I've got those gems set up properly. And then I'm gonna add a notepad. I didn't mean to leave. Whoops. I keep trying to open Exile UI's menu. Okay. So, you know what? I don't know that I need those because I can be able to get. I want 2R and then 3R slash 2R1G. And a and that becomes a 3R and then we need 1R 2G. And then we need rest. I don't care. I can get just individuals. Actually, this can go away because there's an option for 2R1G. Close combat once you get it. And that becomes a 3R1G or 4R. Into a 4R. Okay, let's see if that gets in the way.
Do you think you are savage enough to face the land of the damned, Marauder? We offered you truth, yet still you clasped your superstitious lies. The dead should remember their place.
Right, that does get in the way of the health bar. So what if I put it... see, that would get in the way of stuff. I'll put it over... I guess right there.
I live to see another dawn.
You finally got the big one.
Fine work.
And I can just take a bunch of these because we're going to have free identifies.
I am surrounded by living corpses and dying Oriathans.
And why is this not working? Lie, Chief. Ah! Oh, and I accidentally used my portal. It's okay.
Dominus wanted me to die here. I will disappoint him.
There's a hat with the right links. Medium life flask.
You sure you want to do this? I'd almost stop.
So,
Now. Got it. Farewell.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, man. Let me see if mine showed up. Okay, sometimes if you log into your account on the website, you can look at if you log on the account and then you look at view transactions, I think. Trying to see. All right. So, I've crawler pet. So if you go here under your manage account and then under Twitch, view rewards, it should show up there. And sometimes just going there triggers it to show up. And it could be that it's not in the game yet until a patch hits, but a patch hit yesterday, so let's try going back to town. Yeah, now it's there. So sometimes just going to that page can fix it. Yeah, now that you've done that, zone within the game, change zones within the game, and then look to see if it's there. Because that's what I just did is I went to that page. I think it prompts the game to realize it's there. Really? Should really start the timer again.
To kill is to live in Rayclast.
What? Like, everything's killing me. Why is everything killing me all of a sudden? Did they change something? 'Cause I've run through here plenty of times without issue before.
You sure you want to do this?
think having this here is not that helpful. And it annoys me more than it helps.
Another pig without a pen.
Hold your tongue. I do not wish to hear your voice.
slave is not a man. A slave is not even worthy of death.
I'm following one of my viewers' guides, and that guide includes starting off as slams, and then around Blood Aqueducts, I'm going to switch to RF, and then eventually switch to Cast Wind Stunned once I have all the stuff for it. That's the plan. I'm trying to practice being a little bit faster. For some reason, everything's hitting me super hard. Actually, let's go down this way. Some axe rating is going to be really nice because I keep missing stuff. Yeah, Cast when stunned, when set up properly, is nearly invulnerable. It's a little bit slow, but for some content, it's really good. And so I plan to farm like Harbingers and stuff like that. And then eventually, once I've got it set up properly, simulacrums. Okay, so let's use that on these. I did not get...
You manage.
Yeah, I've been playing for years. I think I tried it during the beta, but at the time, I didn't understand what I was doing. And so I was also busy with other stuff in life, and so I didn't really stick with it very much. But then I came back during Prophecy League, and then skipped a few leagues, and played, and then skipped a few leagues and played. And eventually, I I figured it out, and then it clicked, and I was really enjoying it. Now I put like 8,000 hours into the game. I put a bunch of time into the game, but I don't consider myself an expert anyway. I was mostly mindless for most of it. It wasn't until recently that I decided I should try to figure out how to actually, like, play the game. Are you excited for the new league? The first ever sequel league. So last league is my first level 100 character ever, my first farmed mage blood ever. I did drop a mirror once, so I had a mage blood before. And my first time doing all challenges.
Every death brings me life.
So I'm gonna try to do that again this league.
Your brawn is about to meet its match, brute. Give the
Yeah, I dropped one. I dropped one in early maps. I don't know, during Arch Nemesis, somewhere around there.
You think me horror? I will show you what true horror is.
I was debating whether I should use the notepad to indicate when I can switch axes and what links to look for, and I decided I don't like it being covering my screen. Oh.
Your spirit is the plaything of the ancestors, slave master.
For some,
Leap slam. And faster attacks.
Farewell.
I've also run into Krillson once, so that was also lucky. Never did figure out fishing. I thought I would try to use the overlay or the notes to show that, but I don't like it always being on the screen. I was thinking the note would only show up when I held tab. Because then I would use it. Because then I'd be like, okay, what's going on? You know, if I actually read things, I might actually know that. 'Cause I'm sure that your instructions tell you about it. Okay, let's try this again.
Hinekora, mother of the dead, is this your land I walk upon?
Oh, it's not a per note thing. It's all notes or none, no notes. Okay, so now I can use the thing to be like, okay, at 13 I can use a web slitter. I'm 2 levels away. I couldn't interact with him, so I don't even have that. I just have a screenshot somewhere on my computer. Oh, sounds good.
You're not Kayakson, are you? I'd hate to have to be nice.
Oh, the new guide's gonna be ready tomorrow? That's nice. Alright, so if I update the guide, I have to reset the guide to update it, right? Which is gonna reset my setting changes to all the skill gems. Because I turned a bunch of them off and moved a bunch of them to Act 6.
friend stuck.
My please understand.
Yeah, I don't mind about the progress because I'm going to be resetting the progress when I start my new character next week.
The Cardu, remember you, Fairgraves. You're dead.
Okay, I gotta change something. I'll be right back. It started to get chilly here, so I set up my fireplace to be working again, and now my dog won't leave in front of the fireplace. But it was getting too warm in here. I had to go turn it off.
Mervale dwells in the caves beyond. If you must.
And I can switch to Sunder instead of Ground Slam. I know, I'm a terrible person. I mean, she probably should just come back inside when I call her, though. That would help her be cooler.
You're not Kayakson, are you? I'd hate to have to be nice.
Sapphire ring is a perfect time. Perfect time to get a sapphire ring. Let's identify this ring. No. I have 26% cold resist. That should be plenty.
This is love's true face!
So when you reset progress... Oh. I should probably just finish this boss fight and then read that. Woo.
curse is over, Siren. Rest with Hinekora, mother of the dead.
So when you reset progress in a guide slot or create a new slot, it will take a snapshot of the guide text, and tool updates don't overwrite that. Yeah, but if I want the new pathing, isn't that going to overwrite it? There's a wood splitter. That's what I need until 18. I can equip a pole axe. Okay, so my gem overrides will stay. Okay. Well, I will test that when the update comes out. Probably I'll end up testing it Monday because I think I'm going to be busy all weekend.
Turn around. I won't ask twice.
And I've gotten used to the way the level numbers on the bottom work, so like my brain just couldn't wrap my head around it at first.
Empire was built by sickened minds.
I kept wanting to put my level in the middle, but that's not my level, that's the zone level. And then it's the lowest and highest zone levels I can get full XP in. Which makes a lot of sense.
You're not Kayakson, are you? I'd hate to have to be nice.
So what do you think about all those patch notes? Seemed kind of underwhelming to me. Other than the league itself. The league itself looks really good. I'm enjoying the league itself, but I was really expecting a lot more for balance changes.
The ancestors watch over me.
Well, I'll just let you have your expectations, you know, a little bit low, considering they said massive balance patch, and then that's not what this is. Yeah, so Obama, prismatic clones had their damage reduced by 25%, and bombarding clones had their damage reduced by 33%. Which in itself is like, ooh, but I can probably figure that out. But then they had their lifetime reduced from 20 seconds to 5 seconds, which means one of the supports barely works on it. Herald of Ash. Herald of Ash.
I am ye. A beast. I greet you. Remember to live.
I have seen those. The end of learning is the beginning of death.
I'm ready for them to remove identify scrolls entirely from the game. The build a neighbor for Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice, that amulet of Whispers of Infinity, I think. It got nerfed, but it was kind of what I expected. A little bit harder than I expected, but not out of line, I think. I don't disagree. But also it's the same, it's the way I thought it would be, and that is they just reduced the amount of energy shield it has on it. So it still enables all the builds that it did before. It just doesn't also provide so much energy shield that you like. It was just an insane amount of energy shield before, so they quartered it. It provides a quarter of the energy shield, but the rest of it is identical. No touches. So Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice, like I expected, they wanted that to be a build enabler for builds like Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice. It was just a little bit too good at it. And they also didn't say whether they were moving it to the Uber version of the fight. I imagine they are. Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything about Ephemeral Edge.
I'll never wear chains again, Caton or otherwise.
You are.
I gave piety. You and I hit the road.
Okay, Herald of Ash and Herald of Purity. Turn those on. What's going on with all this latency? I don't think so. Because I do want to go cast when stunned, and I did some looking, and having AI do some looking. And while other people have done cast when stunned elementalists, it's been underwhelming compared to other cast when stunned builds. So even though I think Elementalist would get me to max level a little bit faster, even with the nerf that it got, I don't think it's a big enough difference to justify the downgrade to the cast when stunned ability. I'm keeping my eye on people creating build guides for the new wand abilities, because that one new wand ability looks really nice. buy gems. So if I get a 4 link, it's either 3 red and a blue, or not 3 red and a green, or 4 red.
Your trouble.
Your death had more honor than your life, Creighton. Your reign.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. Not usually, but sometimes. One of my old dogs did.
The king of...
There's no blacker magic than death, witch.
Yeah.
There you see. I am.
Yep, misclicked. I just moved my hand and it hit the button.
Quite a straight there.
I thought you were... Take care.
Damn.
Oh man, my cough is bad today.
Ancestors, forgive me. I have opened the way to Kitava, father of corruption. Thank you, my ancestors. I will repay your gift. You look soft. How's Tato would have broken you by
Oh my god. That's a strategic flask refill is what that was.
I give this warrior of Kitava to you, Tukohama, my father of war. It is good to feel your warmth again, Ramako, father of light.
I don't mean...
This is Diet Mountain Dew. Classic Minnesota drink. Or Midwestern drink. What are you drinking? Jeez. What is hitting me so hard in there?
You're simply too stupid to be realistic, aren't you, brute? Do you even feel pain? You're nothing more than an animal. You're nothing more than an animal.
I'll take that as a compliment.
You're nothing more than an animal.
You said that a couple of times now.
Enough of this.
I need some help. Watch yourself.
Tolman's dead then. General?
You are a welcome sight, daughter of Namakanui.
I'm extra the militia. You're as good as dead.
Kadui slaves were once bought.
So I should be using a pole axe, but I'm only a couple levels away from using next axe after the pole axe, so
The beetles.
Did I not grab? I think I didn't grab a buff I'm supposed to be using.
What little help I can offer.
Imagine being to endgame, you know, day one. Hey, you started it. I'm just responding. This one's not on me. You know, that's true. I apologize. Keep developing the tool. I'd be very sad without it.
Turn around. I won't ask twice.
This is the eternal way, pretty and lifeless.
Hold your tongue. I do not wish to hear your voice. Death waits with open arms.
What is that? The cockroach.
I like
dash.
That's fair. I am completely willing to mess up my sleep schedule. This might be another you go to sleep and then you wake up and I'm still playing.
You've forgotten your place, Karui slave. Let me remind you.
Woo. Ooh. Okay. I need a better weapon.
Talamoana, Exile.
You getting boy?
Um,
Good luck to you.
Regal. Yeah. Oh, you banned somebody. Nice. When we're writing the guide, I realized Gravicious is optional. Is he optional? Oh, I'll have to pay attention to that. Because I don't like fighting him. Infamous guy.
Quickly. The Azardins are known for their patience. Come back when you've made up your mind.
Piety, you are truly Kitava's slave, the daughter of corruption.
He unlocks gems, so if I don't need a gem that he unlocks, I could skip him.
You stain the ground with your presence.
your ancestors proud, Karu. You'll be remembered, Karui. You'll be remembered, Karui. Damn you.
I will take everything Dominus.
The general you've piety.
Ah, okay, well.
Goodbye, Exile. Hire me, I'll move on. I'll charge about a minute.
The Karui do not hide in towers built of fear.
It doesn't bother me. It just the only time it's annoying is when it seems like it's stuck and I go to click on it and then it moves past the page and then I move past the next page and then I get confused.
exiled an animal. Now you almost resemble a man, Karui.
Ah. I mean, I don't think, like, it can only be so bad, right? I always feel like my videos are bad.
Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile? Shrink not from God! Nightmare prevails! The light of divinity!
Oh, and I accidentally dodged into that. Ugh.
Die! The light of divinity! This world is an illusion, Exile.
The Empire dies with you, Dominus.
Don't die, please.
Follow a dead river to the foot of Kitava's kingdom. Just how the elders at home told us. The Eternals had no respect for their land. This land has forgotten Karui's strength. I will remind it. Your empire is dead, Vol. Join.
Ooh, look at.
If you ever want me to make a video that's like, hey, can you make a video that covers XYZ? I'd be happy to do it.
And I am coming for you.
I could probably redo the video to have it be a better coverage of the current state of it.
Kitava's belly rumbles. He is hungry for me.
I just don't want to. I don't want to like step on your toes or make it feel like I'm trying to steal any of your work or anything. I try to make it clear that I don't make the mod. I was just making a video on it. Oh. Probably does. Why are you not attacking? Yeah, I just don't want to ever feel like if you ever feel like I'm doing something that you don't want me to do, just let me know.
Karui and Maraketh once fought together. I honor that friendship.
Because I like making content about the tool. I like promoting the tool because the tool is like the best thing. Oh, man. Without the tool, I'd be worse at Path of Exile than I already am. And you can tell right here, I am not good. Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that. I held my tongue when I was making the most recent video, because I put a video out today and I did talk about the tool and the changes. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I could put a cheeky little remark about making a price checker tool in here. But I'm like, no, I don't want to bully him that much.
You will feast no longer, Kitava. The ancestors demand it.
So in the reveal, they did talk about that, and their version of price checking is going to be, like control clicking on an item in your inventory, and it pre-fills out the search, which is like halfway there, but a good price checker is able to be like, okay, this mod is garbage, ignore it. I think the most they'll ever do is like control clicking or control shift clicking or something.
We opened the dash red. What is it, Exile?
We should be using a gilded axe. Did I turn in the... I did. Put that on instead of this one. Actually, I can do that right now.
Be careful.
Just gonna... That's fair. I think you mentioned it as a you thought about doing it because you felt like doing it and there were tools available, and that's fair. And cuz that's kind of your whole point with the tool, is it's something that's useful but is teaching you stuff. You're learning how to do stuff while you're making the tool, which I completely respect.
The goddess is watching.
So, I 100% agree with the wait it out and see, because I imagine that if they're working on it right now, it'll be a mid-league update that includes it, you know? And then we'll have to wait to see if they say whether that's the implementation of a price checker and if that's good enough. And if it is the implementation of a price checker, but it feels like it's lacking, then maybe it is time. But if it feels good enough, then yeah, absolutely, it's not worth spending time on. Unless you want to do it. That's a different story.
Violence is delicate.
Ah, God damn it. Okay, let's
You have claimed the most word to kill. Telakora.
there's a gilded axe. So do that. Maybe we'll grab a body armor that has more armor. How about this one that has armor and energy shield? And this... Oh no. I need gloves that have red sockets.
Don't do anything I would.
I think, is she the... Gamble for items. Gloves, armor. Those are good.
Why are you still standing there?
And the weapon, I want to look at essences that does adds physical damage. Okay. So now we're going to try normal lab again.
Ascend with precision. The weary traveler draws slowly as led the strength to one's enemies. Are you a martyr? Such resilience. Time is the champion of second chances.
Okay, so next time when it comes time to do the ascendancy, what I'll do is I'll quickly just buy upgrades / gamble for upgrades.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. Some things that slumber is to never be awoken. Failure is an illusion. You were born for this. Pity the emperor who sits alone on his throne.
You have a notepad tab with rules for next league. That's fair. You know, I had the same thing happen to me a few leagues ago, where I'm like, I'll just fuse this because I've gotten lucky a few times with fusings. It's like, okay, this only took me, 150 or 200 or 300 fusings, and then I had one that just never fused. I didn't fuse it by the end of the league, and I was just using every fusing I got on it. As before I was streaming. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna benchcraft the fusings every time from now on. Especially since being on trade, I can just, buy the fusings. So, like, in Soul Self-Found, it's a little bit more tempting to try to get it a little early. Because you're like, well, I only have 600 fusings. This could take me so long. You get up to 1,500 fusings.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must navigate your empire through troubled waters.
So I think my rule is I don't try to fuse anything under 26% quality. So if I'm having to quality it to 20%, I'm just not even gonna try to fuse it without hard fusing it. Well,
Don't give up yet. Destination is more dangerous than the journey, Ascendant. Before your emperor, you are worthy. Before the goddess goddess of justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise, Ascendant. For this is the ending that we all deserve.
I am Tereso, the Sword King. It was here in the pits of Theopolis that I made my name, killing rabid dogs and wild boars before I could even be considered a man. In this so glorious of arenas, I care nothing for your past, only your future. And for that, you will have to fight.
Oh, there he is.
Did House Kyaxin send you? No? Then be gone.
Yeah. This is a league to come back for. I mean, we're going to be getting the asynchronous trade, which is going to make trade so much nicer. I think asynchronous trade is implemented as good as really possible while still maintaining Path of Exile's kind of identity.
Steel your bellies, for the slaughter is at hand. An adequate performance challenger, if a little messy. Yet
It's open. I saw these and I thought it was still closed.
an audition. Let us see how you fare in the grand arena of... Welcome to the grand arena of Theopolis.
The ancestors would weep to see what Calm has created here.
Yeah, it's a good league to come back for, and it's a good league to play trade in. Trade is going to be more accessible than it's ever been. Have you seen any of Path of Exile 2's trade interface? It looks like it's cloned from Path of Exile 2 back into 1, which makes sense, but, like, realistically no changes, as far as I can tell. It's not in the game yet, so I don't know for sure. Yeah, last league, Path of Exile 2 gained the asynchronous trade. Have you done a lot of trading in Path of Exile? I know a lot of people like Solo Self-Found, which is still a thing, but trade is going to be so nice this league. I keep trying that. It never works. And sometimes it looks like you can get just close enough where you might be able to jump up, but... Alright. Well, I'll crash course you real quick once I beat this boss. On how trade works in Path of Exile and how it's going to work starting next league. And so you can see like the major improvement this is going to be.
Another hit for my belt. Pull away! Pull away from my ancestors!
I honor you with a warrior's death, Calm.
I'm supposed to portal. Whoops. Okay, let's pause this timer. So, Path of Exile 1. If you want to trade with somebody, what you do is you go to a website, pathofexile.com/trade. And this will list everything that's on sale. So let's just say I'm looking for a unique item. Cloak of Flame is a common one. So Cloak of Flame. So I can look here and see that, okay, this one's corrupted. This one's the not corrupted. It's 59% fire resistance for 10 chaos. This one's, 52, 10 chaos. What if we look for ones that have 75 resist? Oh, that's a divine. What about ones that are 6 sockets? So we go in here and we do minimum 6 sockets. It's like, okay, well, actually, I need it to be 6 link too, so put 6 links in there. And you can do all this searching, and the cheapest 6 link is 2 divines. And the cheapest 6 link with 75 fire res is 4 divines. So then you could click on this button and it would send the other player a message in game. So then they get a message and then they invite you to their group, and then you right click on their picture and you go visit hideout, which will take you to their hideout. And once you're in their hideout, as the buyer, you usually wait for them to initiate the trade. They will initiate the trade with you once they're ready to make the sale. Maybe they were in a map. It might take them a second to get out of the map, you know, whatever. They initiate the trade, and you put in your currency, you accept the trade, and you move on with your life. Now let's launch Path of Exile 2. And see what that same experience is in Path of Exile 2, which this will be what Path of Exile 1 looks like next week. So I'll just log into a random character. And I think Path of Exile 2 also still has Cloak of Flame. So I hit the /? Key, and this is the same kind of interface as the website, but it's in the game. And I can look for Cloak of Flame, and I can see, ooh, yeah, there's some Cloak of Flames here. Cloak of Flame's a little bit different in PoE 2, but it's very similar. I want to get as much fire resistance as possible. You know, maybe not 60. Let's do, and I don't care about this chaos resist. It normally caps out at 50, so we'll do 50 fire resist. And we can see there's one. Okay, this one's for 1 exalt. So I'm gonna go buy this one, and I click on this little green icon, travel to hideout. It brings me to their hideout, and then I go talk to Angie here, click purchase items. It highlights the item. I grab the item, I put it in my inventory. I am done. I go back home. I've now bought that item. I didn't have to send a message to the other guy. I didn't have to, you know, get invited to their hideout. I just was able to go to their hideout. I still went to their hideout. And I actually was also able to see anything else they were trying to sell at the time. So in theory, if you're buying something that you would normally buy a lot of, you might get to their hideout and they have 15 of them, and you're like, oh, I'll take all 15, and you go buy. You want to make sure when you're doing stuff like that they don't have like, this one's 1 exalt, this one's 1 exalt, this one's 1 exalt, this one's 10 exalts, and you accidentally buy something for 10 exalts you didn't mean to. So you pay attention to what you're doing. The other side of the experience, you can see Angie here in my hideout has this symbol above her head. I can click on her, go to manage shop, and go to earnings and be like, oh, look, I've got 3 divines and a whole bunch of exalts here. I just stick them in my stash. I'll put Cloak of Flame in there too. Yeah, and that's done. That's so much better, because if somebody wants to buy something from me, I don't even need to be online. All those sales right there happened while I was offline. So I hope you can see how much of a difference that trade experience is going to be. One of the main problems with trade right now is that if I found that Cloak of Flame, that guy might be AFK. He might be busy and just like, oh, that was only one exalt. I'm not gonna sell it for one exalt because, I'm not gonna. It's not worth leaving a map for one exalt, or it would be a chaos in PoE1. And so people don't want to leave the maps, and so instead they just don't respond and don't sell the items. So the strategy for buying items is you click on like the top 3 or 4 and you look and see if anybody responded. Then you click on the next ones and you don't wait. You just keep doing it. And I've been rate limited before.
A king of swords is nothing if he cannot defend. For honor! Just bloody die. You murder love.
Boreathans. How they love to sing about themselves. The way to a god's heart is through his guts.
You look soft. House Tater would have broken you by now.
Okay. I can put this helmet on. And that'll let me And then Sunder, melee, physical damage, Ruthless. Fist of War, but for now, Cruelty.
Hold your tongue. I do not wish to hear your words.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks for hanging out. I don't plan to be back on until Monday, so yeah.
You've done well, Brute.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to it. Oh, I'm not doing so good. Oh.
Calm wasn't half the man you are, Marauder. It was Melancholy.
Piety, betray me, and I will have your head.
I'll never wear chains again, Captain or otherwise.
You are free now, slave.
action time. Open up. Art in motion. I'm an artist.
Your sickness is ended.
You will make such lovely material. Beauty shall prevail.
The ancestors demand it.
Before when I met you.
In this moment, you and I will create the most beautiful of nightmares together. Creation? Rather the realm of the gods, isn't it? Bow your head to your one true god.
Now, Exile!
What?
Now, Exile! No!
Now, let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare.
Oh, yeah? There's always time for gaming.
Accept the gift of immortality. You are being selfish. Accept the gift of immortality. Nightmare is the true eternal. Why are you so in love with death?
May fear guide you.
I'm...
The gate. Our hopes are with you.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. Have a good one.
blood.
All right. I think I'm also gonna call it a night here. I'm for some reason exhausted. And I got stuff I gotta get done for stuff I gotta get done for tomorrow, so I'm gonna call it a night. I'll be back on Monday. And keep practicing for actually Monday I might not even be on because I've got doctor's appointments I gotta bring my dad to Tuesday. So I'll be back Tuesday. So thanks for hanging out. Appreciate everybody stopping by and have a good weekend.